The mission of the district is really tradition, pride, and excellence.
Technology in the district is at a very exciting time right now.
We have the students more engaged than ever.
They're designing, they're thinking, they're solving problems.
See if it works.
We're working as a team because nobody can do it by themselves.
We truly believe that we are teaching students how to think and learn. I'm Dr. Billy Rondinelli, Superintendent of Schools for the South Fayette Township School District. For the past 5+ years, we have embarked on a mission of innovation, digital literacy, creativity, and encouraging our students to design, inspire, create, and imagine. While learning skills that will prepare them for a technology-driven future, our students will be the innovators of tomorrow.
My name is Melissa Unger, and I am the kindergarten through 2nd grade STEAM teacher. STEAM is an acronym for Science, Technology, Engineering, Arts, and Math. It's not just a science class, it's not just a technology class, it really integrates all subject areas into one.
These batteries already have a motor on it.
We wanted to incorporate STEAM at the K-2 level. We developed the Learning Lab, and it's where our kids come for creativity and design and innovation.
Our first graders are working with Little Bits, which is a magnetic circuitry kit. They are using those little bits to understand how electricity flows.
What piece do we need to move our robot?
Students were given the challenge to come up with a way to create a robot, and this robot had to do something for us.
Once you have that wheel on there, figure out a way to make the motor move.
We were building some experiments, so we were trying to make a thing that can draw a picture for you with markers.
If you have a robot that's moving, I want you to find your marker and figure out a way to add your marker to your robot.
Students had to test different ideas, and then they had to come up with a solution that everyone could agree on.
I really like this technology because you get to make stuff out of it, and it's like it comes out really cool at the end.
Other things that our students are doing, we have robotics at the kindergarten to 2nd grade level. Our students are also doing Scratch.
Scratch is an iPad app from the MIT Media Lab, and it teaches students the early basics of computer programming.
He saved it!
Once students started to understand the idea of a computer needs instructions to make it work, we transitioned over to Lego robots. It was very exciting because when I showed students the Lego code, they automatically picked it up because they understood what Scratch code did.
Once the marble goes close to the sensor, then it activates and it says that there's a goal on the computer.
We want kids to learn to think. We want kids to learn to problem solve. And that's happening in here.
3, 2, 1, go! Yes!
In the 345 building, we have unique facilities called the Innovation Studios or STEAM Studios.
The way we've set up the schedule is we have 4 days of STEAM class opposite 4 days of Explore time.
And how many of you are excited to run through sprinklers?
As the STEAM coordinator, I meet with the homeroom teachers. I find out what they're doing in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, and then I plan activities so the students can apply what they're learning in math and science in the lab.
The lesson that we were working on today in the STEAM lab, the students had to use the Scratch computer programming system to design a water sprinkler that would turn on and off based on a distance sensor.
The students had to know how to program for the distance sensor. So the students were using inequalities. They also needed to turn the motor on and also involve a wait or a pause. Now that had to be a decimal number because we wanted that number to be less than a second to create that sprinkler type motion.
I was able to teach them ahead of time how to properly say these decimal measurements. I can reinforce with them the place value of decimals. The programming portion of that lesson is definitely taught in technical literacy that the students participate in.
This project is meant as a collaboration between us and Mexico. My name is Shad Walker. I teach grades 3, 4, and 5 technology literacy classes where students learn computational thinking, they learn digital citizenship, word processing, and other technology skills. So my suggestion would be to broadcast right here. Computational thinking is the new literacy. It's the skills that students need in order to be successful in the workplace. It is the logic behind computing. It's also working well with others and being able to express themselves.
Our vertically aligned computational thinking initiative includes starting students in kindergarten through second grade in block-based code so that they are learning the aspects of computer programming. We have embedded this new literacy into an existing traditional education. So when students learn about block-based code, we're actually creating a language, a common language that extends through high school.
The essential question that we raised was really around what do we want kids to know and to be able to do to be future ready? What would that look like? And once we were able to identify that and bring teachers and faculty into that planning, it was almost like we had to get out of the way and let it happen.
I had to be comfortable giving the students control, giving them the right tools so that they were able to be creative. As a teacher, you have to be comfortable taking the role of a facilitator. Seeing an idea that you think might not work out and letting the students experience that failure, because that's the best way they're going to learn.
At the middle school, under the guidance and leadership of Mr. Manarino, our technology education teacher, we embrace problem solving and problem-based learning in the technology education classroom in conjunction with our STEAM initiative.
Our 6th graders currently are working on the Lego Mindstorm, the NXTs. It is a robotics program where they use block-based programming. Once they're finished with the robotics, they go into a bridge design where they use the engineering design process and create a bridge.
Our challenge was to work as a team to design a bridge, and that bridge would be used to take cars from one place to the next place, but the cars weren't actually cars, they were robots. And so we programmed the robot to go across the bridge.
In Tech Ed, we make the transition from their actual math class or their science class to the real world.
One thing that we learned in our math class was to have accurate measurements, and that applies here because if one side is 5 feet and the other side is 2 feet, the bridge is just going to collapse.
In 7th grade, they are also using App Inventor to create their own smartphone apps or apps for tablets.
I decided to make a basketball trivia app. It had many features such as answering questions, but one great feature it had was to essentially phone a friend. It could do internet texting and normal texting, so it allowed you to ask your friends the questions that you didn't understand.
The middle school has a veteran teacher there who now is a STEAM facilitator in that building. His name is Frank Cruz.
We incorporate STEAM across the curriculum by collaborating with teachers in the so-called core classes, which would be math, science, language arts, and social studies. In 6th grade, we're dealing with sound and science. So I introduced them to the world of Foley artistry, where they have a video with no sound. They look at what's happening on the screen and actually use common objects to make sound.
At South Fayette, we're intent on building a STEAM curriculum, and that curriculum includes computational thinking, the design and engineering process, and the human-centered design thinking. In everything we do, you can see that we've built this continuous thread that moves throughout the curriculum.
Incorporating technology is very important to show the students that computers, phones, things like that can be used as tools for learning to solve problems, to help people.
Innovation Studio is a class where the students are using everything which they've learned up until this point. So they're using science, math, everything that they've done to be able to use it to solve problems. They use the scientific method, they use the engineering design model, and we also incorporate in there as well human-centered design methods that we use, that we've learned from the Luma Institute. So it really incorporates all the things that they've learned into a problem-solving approach for companies.
We work with EA Fab to help find solutions to the problems that they have.
With my group, I built them a radius gauge so they can help measure pipes more accurately.
In our first year in Innovation Studio, we've been fortunate enough to partner with another high school in our region, Upper St. Clair. And what we've done is we've taken their 20 students and our 20 students, and we have created a class that they work together on.
Students are meeting in real time, but they are using a lot of technology in order to collaborate and work on the projects together.
This type of learning helps me with solving problems in the real life, and it also helps us learn how to collaborate with other people.
These are very real problems that the companies need to have solved. And it's interesting to watch the students' reaction when they come to you and say, well, did we do it right? And I say, I don't know, what do you think?
Through our real-world problem-based learning opportunities, students have authentic experiences that prepare them for the next steps in their lives.
And you can see the difference in how the students respond to those types of activities and tasks. They are energized, they are intellectually alive and engaged, and you don't have to work hard to motivate them because the tasks and the nature of the work engages them.
Today, your biggest focus really needs to be working on the content of your presentation.
As part of our third-year physical science curriculum, we include the Global Passport Project.
Global Passport Project, what that is when students from different high schools pair with companies such as Alcosan. They work with them to help get problems solved.
You still have that one little hole left in your presentation that we'll fill in next week. This year they're working to help communicate the importance of Alcosan's wet weather plan.
It's very important that we get this experience of solving a real-world problem because it helps us with not just reading out of a textbook and doing a math problem. We have to think a little bit more to find a solution for the problem.
This project is more fun than just staying in the classroom, listening to a teacher talk. It's something that we're getting involved with our community and hopefully we'll see an effect soon.
Being able to just know content isn't enough anymore. It's about being able to learn, what do I do with that?
Inside the technology education rooms, we do a wide variety of technological activities. Those programs are also utilized within our after-school clubs. The BattleBots IQ competition is a Southwestern Pennsylvania competition.
We build 15-pound BattleBots like this one here. We design the base plate, the walls, we buy all our parts, and we put it all together.
The water table is a very unique engineering design challenge.
We designed it using different computer programs such as AutoCAD and Inventor to help showcase power of water using spinning water wheels and help elementary students learn about buoyancy and other properties of water.
The Walker STEM Club is part of the 2015 Governor's STEM competition.
We were tasked to design a project that would better the lives of Pennsylvanians. We decided we would target our project towards the elderly population and revamp a traditional walker.
We developed a lighting system. We also have the panic alert system. A third leg would help offer extra stability.
At the high school, our students have been engaged in project-based learning. We have a partner, Allclad, the metal company who makes cookware.
The projects they've been involved with our company are really quite wide-ranging. Many of them are technical in nature, where we have some manufacturing problem. They've designed packaging, they've done surveys.
What they bring is unbelievable because not only is it a learning experience for them, we also get a fresh perspective on critical thinking.
What impresses us most about the students is the results they come up with. They really work hard to come up with meaningful suggestions, meaningful answers to the challenges that they've been given.
My role is to help the district develop the innovators of tomorrow. In order to do that, we had to rethink and remake learning. What we've really built is a connected learning experience all through at every grade level that allows students to dig deeper. It allows them to become the innovators by taking some of the things they've learned into the curriculum and applying them by building new devices.
My EduDecks is an electronic flashcards program that allows students and teachers to create their own deck of flashcards and assign them to a group of people. And they basically write the answers to the questions and it goes into the computer. The computer knows what they wrote and tells them whether it's wrong or right.
I'm project manager of a product that we're working on called Bus Buddy. It's a product that allows parents to monitor their children while getting on or off the bus. We complete this by allowing the children to scan an NFC tag on the bus. Then a text message is sent to the parent.
So now it should send an alert to the parent.
Yep, that works.
South Fayette School District is a future-focused district. It really is about making, about designing, about thinking for the future.
It really makes me feel great to know that I am helping students develop these skills that they're going to be using for the rest of their life.
What I think we've seen from the students is this passion and excitement and a sense of respect for their abilities to do and solve difficult problems.
And what motion does the sprinkler make? When they come in here, I think that they see that they're able to do things that they never thought they could before.
Untapped potentials within all of us. We as a district need to continue to introduce new technologies so that we can untap from the vast minds of children all those unlimited possibilities that are there.
The vision is to continue to blaze a new path in how children are educated.
South Fayette is not finished advancing. We have a long way to go. We are not done, we'll never be done.